Hi everyone, I am Walter Jirah Soñar from H2AC. So, for this video, we were talking about the understanding about MIL or Media and Information Literacy. First, what is MIL or Media and Information Literacy? Media and Information Literacy or MIL is a combination of knowledge, attitudes, skills, and practices required to assess, analyze, evaluate, use, produce, and communicate information and knowledge in creative, legal, and ethical ways that respect human rights. Knowledge of this is created and disseminated in all forms and formats. Media and information increased every day, and it becomes so abundant that it can be found anywhere, anytime, especially in the booming era of data and information explosion. Becoming media and information literate individuals will test our patience on how we deal with information and misinformation. It includes a certain level of respect towards those who need and request it. Respect for information need means we allow each other and everyone to express their ideas, opinions, and expressions fully without any judgment or prejudice. MIL or Media and Information Literacy teaches us to use information and media content in an ethical, efficient, and effective manner. So now, let us know of how does it work, this MIL or Media and Information Literacy. Media and information literacy provides the backbone to understanding media and the role of media in our society. MIL or Media and Information Literacy also provides some of the essential skills necessary for critical thinking, analysis, self-expressions, creativity, or all the necessary skills for citizens and people in a democratic society, like what I've said a while ago. Citizens are able to assess, analyze, create, and consume media and information in various formats from print to radio, from video to the internet. Learning how to use a search engine properly is an important skill for the digital citizen, and once the information is acquired, it is then necessary to apply transversal skills such as critical thinking by searching for and comparing divergent sources through online. The ability to critically analyze is then classify and retain the pertinent information can aid digital citizens in the acquisition of knowledge on a wide array of topics. Now, the educational and the value of this media and information literacy or MIL to our citizenship or to all people. Critical thinking is invaluable for citizens and especially for young learners who also need to be able to solve problems, find information, form opinions, evaluate sources, and more. Given the amount of data and truthful and erroneous information that is available online, MIL or Media and Information Literacy is a crucial skill. A message can go viral in less than 1 hour, and what is false can be repeated until people believe that it is true. When, with the speed of the dissemination, those with educate, MIL or Media and Information Literacy skills will be better able to discern what is true and what will be able to ask questions and research for the answer in the flotsam online. Search engines have revolutionized the way people search for content online, and digital skills should also include the ability to understand the algorithms may not always be neutral. Search engines can and have been manipulated for political and other reasons, and as such, users should have a healthy appreciation for lower ranked results and as well as the highest ranked result. With regard to this information and especially world news, the key is diversity. Algorithms should be able to configured in such a manner as to always display different points of view about similar events. Finally, children and young people, and more broadly, all citizens may be misled into believing that if there is a fake news, there must be a real news. Even news which is factually correct results from an editorial filter which selects one event among the otherwise infinite events happening all around the world. As media outlets struggles to attract viewers, the news has to be catchy, sensationalist, and simple, gradually transforming into infotainment. Instead of covering heartwarming stories of solidarity and fraternity, news outlets will prefer devastating accidents, death, and violence. The questions that must be asked, beyond the factual accuracy, is rather, why does the media focus on stories of catastrophes? Is there something to gain from keeping people in a state of perpetual fear for their life? How does this influence political opinions and views? And what ideological message underpins the otherwise factually correct news article or on the story? Okay, now, after tackling about the meaning and knowing of what it means about the media and information literacy or MIL, let us move forward to one question. For the first question, how is media and information literacy or MIL defined today, this moment, or especially in this type of generation? So, this media and information literacy or MIL is like a digital citizenship. Media and information literacy has been explained by a range of definitions and different terminologies. Whether we use digital media literacy, information literacy, internet literacy, or any of the other different expressions, the main idea or the main topic or theme of this is that the literacy encompasses the ability to engage meaningfully with media and information channels. Media, information channels, and the ubiquity of the internet may leave the impression that the digital age has turned everyone into media users, and that the digital can be found everywhere, including in schools. This impression is false, and moreover, schools are the notable exception. School is one of the places where it is absolutely crucial to train future citizens to understand, to criticize, and to create an information. It is in schools that the digital citizen must be given and maintain constant critical thinking in order to attain meaningful participation in his or her community. Media and information literacy, or MIL, is an ambitious goal in the 21st century because of the challenge of teaching users to critically judge, reflect, and use the extremely broad range of available media Not only must users become media literate with respect to traditional media and the representation of an image, users are now must become media literate with respect to the wealth of new technology available and the development of applications allowing entirely new ways of transmitting information. Without media and information literacy or MIL across the varied types of media now available, our children or all people cannot act as responsible citizens, digital or otherwise, and the question of who will teach this to our children has not yet been established. Generally speaking, if schools are the training grounds for critical thinking, analysis, and judgment making, is it not logical that media and information literacy or MIL become cornerstones of the educational curricula? After the first question about our topic for today, the next question is, what are some of the dimensions of media and information literacy or MIL? So, media and information literacy or MIL is an umbrella concept that covers three often clearly distinguished dimensions: the information literacy, the media literacy, and the ICT, or what we call the digital literacy. An UNESCO or UNESCO highlights the MIL or media and information literacy brings together stakeholders, including individuals, communities, and nations to contribute to the information society. Not only does MIL act as an umbrella, it is also encompasses a full range of competencies that must be used effectively in order to critically evaluate the different facets of MIL. And so for our third question for this topic, for our next question is, what will media and information literacy or MIL means to our children? So, children and young people today are so particularly savvy when it comes to finding and using medias for entertainment, entertaining people, and recreation. But how many of those children and young people can use those same devices to find meaningful answers, conduct evidence-based research, spark a debate, or follow the news? Children and young people are confronted with all types of content, and they should, indeed they must, be able to discern what is of value and what is not, what is real and what is not real. Discernment goes beyond fake news and relates to their ability to process and interpret information. Research is underway to investigate the learning potential of existing and emerging communicative technologies for children aged 0 to 8 years old. The Digility Project specifically rests on the premise that the early years provide the crucial foundations for lifelong literacy learning. Therefore, it is important to ensure early education policy and practice across all of countries develop in order to equip our youngest citizens with the skills and knowledge needed in a digitally mediated era of this. Initiatives such as Digility and the Joint Research Commission project on 0 to 8-year-old children and digital technology should provide interesting conclusions and guidelines on media and information literacy in the near future. Whether children are playing online games or watching endless videos, the ability to understand the stakes within the medium and potential implications beyond would serve our children well. They need to be able to process, analyze, and make good decisions on their own, and media and information literacy can help the children develop those skills. Now, for the next step, the confusion between media and information literacy or MIL and digital citizenship. So, often of this digital citizenship is confused with media and information literacy or MIL, in that one of the nuances of digital citizenship is the ability to critically evaluate media and online technology, tools, and information. While media and information literacy or MIL is how we think critical thinking about all of the media around us, digital citizenship refers to how we live and how we engage with all of the technology around us. Media, like technology, are the ones who can come in many different forms and can blend into a single form, rather than simply using cognitive, emotional, and social competencies as the basis of media and information literacy or MIL. It is useful to apply some of the other media-related competencies from the Council of Europe's Butterfly Competence Framework to the concept of media and information literacy or MIL. We finished tackling about this media and information literacy or MIL. We finished tackling of understanding it and how does it works and what it means to our children and to ourselves. But you know that even though it has a big help or big impact, a positive impact to ourselves and to our country, it also had a negative effects or disadvantages of it for ourselves or even to our community. Now, let us talk about the disadvantages of this media literacy or media and information literacy to our children or even to all citizens. Media is the most powerful tool in order to express anyone who wants to tell something significant to the world. In this role, media offers an outlet for everybody to have the chance to view a certain published material on the web by watching the video, reading the article, or viewing the photo to understand the published material. This is applied for every user who wants to make a significant way of trying to become aware of the new information conveyed by the author or the creator of media clip presented in the mass media outlets. Each human can make a difference in the world because they can have the chance to have a voice through the use of this media, social media, as an outlet of their goals. This is when they use media as a tool to express their emotions and connect with other individuals. As media is now rapidly invading our personal space, privacy is now a problem for media. Privacy is one of the most concerning disadvantages of media because it can easily expose the identity of the person. Either you made a horrible or an unacceptable act, except that you will receive a powerful response from a wide variety of audiences. The worst part of this is that online users are able to invade your personal privacy by attempting to hack your personal information that was kept confidently. Once your personal privacy has been invaded, except oral defamatory remarks, libel, and other harsh criticisms that could affect your personal routine. Another disadvantage of this is when media literacy becomes a tool for other individuals to become radicalized by the groups or individuals with criminal intents. This is because media has been one of the most effective tools to establish new propaganda to fulfill their ideology. Human trafficking is also rampant on the internet, which is now taking over media outlets around the world. Random strangers meeting for the first time could risk their safety because there are people with a criminal background and intent that always to attempt and to continue the harm of other individuals. In addition, media is also one of the main sources of unverified information because there are articles and websites that intended to create fake reports regarding a certain issue that are trying to cause confusion to the people. For the last one, the disadvantages of this media literacy or media and information literacy is it helps the public to better scrutinize all data being published because it will verify the information of the high source comes from a highly reputable website. This is when the mass media will confirm that one of their news reports are in fact was published online. You will be certain that the information is concise, credible, and factual. There are random websites that are needed to verify before believing that information is actually published. In this case, the issue with regard to improvement of media's credibility is to assess the source of the data before concluding the facts presented by the article, clip, or by the video. For privacy issues, it is important to secure your personal information by constantly changing your password because hackers can easily penetrate your accounts without any authorization so that they can exploit all of your essential issues about yourself for a certain period of time.